How many of you have gone onto any social media site just to see something like this? How many of you have seen something like this? And last but not least, something like this. And that leads me to the topic I'm going to elaborate on today. Why spam bots are bad for the internet. What is a spam bot, some of you? What is a bot, some of you might be asking?
Deep breath.
A bot is an automated program on the internet or a network that is designed to interact with other computer systems or its users. There are good bots and bad bots, but in this presentation I am going to be covering mostly the bad bots. On the other hand, from a bot, a spam bot is an automated profile meant to impersonate a real-life person to spread either senseless or harmful content, and that is what I am here to talk to you about today. I sound tired.
Just deep breath.
Why don't people like spam bots? Over the last 3 years, social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram have received wide criticism and backlash for spam bots taking over platforms and decreasing the overall user experience. I am sure everybody in here has had to deal with that problem. Spam bots do as the name suggests. They spam random comment sections and probably your email account, and they are even programmed to follow other legit accounts for no reason. You have had those notifications blow up on your phone. When and how did spam bots take over? According to Forbes, internet usage skyrocketed from 50% to 70% as a result of the COVID-19 lockdowns during the spring of 2020, and more people were staying at home. And presumably, some of those people had nothing better to do. And from that spike in social media usage also led to an increase in spam bots, mostly to spread lies and false claims about the pandemic at the time, or to just scam and steal money from other people for fake causes and fake COVID relief.
And then take your time going to the next.
What about the social media platforms? While many can argue with the effort that the platforms have been taking against these pesky spam bots, many say that the platforms have done little to almost nothing. From a personal experience, having my Instagram hacked, the spam bot issues only seem to be getting progressively worse, and even though the social media platforms are certainly aware of this issue.
Slow down.
Here are the previews. Here is what I am going to cover in my presentation. Reasons why spam bots are bad for social media, actions you can take to slow down or prevent spam bots, and actions that social media platforms should take to stop and eliminate spam. The first reason why bots are bad for social media and the internet in general, it's our stress on technology. According to Imperva, human website traffic saw a 5.7% decrease from 59.2% in 2021, with bot traffic seeing a 22.2% increase from 40.8%. Shockingly high numbers. With bots making up over more than half of the internet population, servers can also be overloaded and overworked with the amount of data stored, potentially leading to unexpected network crashes and outages.
Hate when that happens.
Don't you just hate when that happens? The impact on the servers can also impact our internet performance, leading to longer load times and web pages not loading up at all.
I'm sure we've
all had that issue.
At some time.
Bad reason number 2. It's danger to our online security and privacy. According to research conducted by the data security service provider for Barracuda Networks, nearly 40% of all internet traffic were malicious bots. Scammers can program spam bots to contain links to web pages that can steal personal and financial information, with children being naive enough to click and see these links. It is a huge problem. We have to think of our children's online security. Safety. And security.
Okay.
Case in point, Instagram crypto bots. again, are fake accounts making fraudulent offers to other people for scammers' financial gain. Sorry, I got caught up there. Bad reason number 3: lies and misinformation. Bots can also be programmed to spread or create content containing false claims, misinformation, or fake news, aimed to slander or discredit something or someone, usually in a political manner. According to a 2017 estimate, 8.5% of all accounts on Twitter were bots. 5.5% were bots on Facebook, and 8.2% were on Instagram. The numbers show as the majority of fake news comes from these platforms.
Okay, go back to the fake news on the
Why?
elections, because it's time. Go on. You missed.
Bad reason number 4: they're just often weird or inappropriate. YouTube and Instagram are the most notorious for this issue. Bots running under fake profiles often spam comment sections of the above platforms with either random or inappropriate NSFW, standing for not safe for work, remarks. And with the majority of social media users being children, this is something that needs to be dealt with. Another concern with this is that they violate the majority of platforms' policies and guidelines, and scammers obviously do not care about guidelines. Here is the least of what you can do, since we do not have as enough power as these platforms, of what you can do to slow down and prevent spam. First thing you can do is report any signs of spam or bot activity to the platforms. Though the outcome won't be major, social media platforms will become more aware if more and more people start reporting. The second thing you can do is, if you create a website, add a CAPTCHA verification system. A verification system is a system that makes sure whoever creates an account is a real person and not a bot. Who in here, which one of you have ever heard of CAPTCHA? For those of you who don't know, CAPTCHA is that verification system that makes you check off traffic lights and bicycles. I'm sure every single one of you have had to use one at least once. The third thing you can do: set your social media accounts to private. Bots will eventually find a way around this, but it should slow down the spam. Here is what the social media platforms with the most money, the most power, and the most resources should do about it. Should do to eliminate spam. They should hire more people to track down and eliminate any bot activity. And when creating an account or using a platform, a verification similar to CAPTCHA should be required to verify if anyone creating an account is a real person. In my summary, in this presentation, I have covered 4 reasons why spam bots are bad for social media, what you can do to slow down spam on social media, and what social media platforms need to do to stop spam. Here is a quote from a verse from Matthew 17. Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You know the internet is in a bad position where it's being compared to a verse from the Bible. That's why social media platforms, along with your help, is needed. Thank you. How long was that?